This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I was up last night. I couldn't sleep, which happens pretty often, but I want to show you why, and I want to show you and talk about just what has happened in this fallen world. Before I get into that, I just actually wanted to let you guys know, and maybe you can help out with this, that most of you may be aware I have a new merchandise store. One of the shirts is a Don't Shed on Me shirt, as well as a My Body, My Choice shirt. And I thought that these were all approved and good to go, and I got a response from the company who produces this, because, you know, you buy it there, they ship it, they do all the work. It's kind of like a partnership type of deal. And they rejected all the shirts because I guess they think adults can't make their own decisions about what they wear, and clearly they don't believe that adults should be able to make a decision about what they put in their body. So I'm leaving that email below, because if anybody out there ordered a product with that on it, they're not going to send it to you now, they're just going to refund you. Why don't you let them know how you feel? Because I'm getting sick and tired of, I can't even believe that this is how ridiculous we've gotten with free speech, that we can't even have shirts that say "Don't shed on me," that's offensive and it violates community guidelines. People don't need guidelines. People are adults. The only one that needs the guidelines are the fairies, because they're babies and they can't take anything. And they cry about it, want to cancel stuff. So the email is listed below if you want to let them know how you feel about them telling you what you can buy and what you can't wear. I mean, it's unbelievable, let alone what you should and shouldn't put in your body, which is bad enough as it is, but this is just a joke. And again, that's pasted below. Now, the reason I couldn't sleep is I saw this video late last night. It got recommended to me, so I think it just had happened right before, I guess, I saw it in real time. And I'm not really even sure how to word this, and that's why I'm kind of stumbling with my words a little bit here, but I know we're in the end time period, and this is just proof of it. A wrestler comes out, Jericho. I've covered him on this channel before. He's tried to delve into conspiracy stuff. The guy openly throws up all the satanic stuff, his symbols with the pyramid, all that kind of crap. But this right here is just the kind of thing that breaks your heart to see. His theme song is called Judas. And obviously we know what that's about. They love referencing Judas. Lady Gaga has, they all do. They praise Judas. And what they did was this guy came out without his music playing, his song playing. The wrestlers, you know, they come out with songs. And it said the entire crowd sung his song for him. And they sung the lyrics about becoming Judas. And it made me so sick, and it made my heart just, well, I'll just show you the clip now, and look at the signs in the stands and listen to the lyrics. If that's not a sign we're in the fallen way, I mean, you have thousands of people. And I don't want to hear, well, it's a metaphor, it's not literal, he's talking about a relationship. Just stop. I don't live in a world of metaphors. I live in reality. You have thousands of people holding up signs about Judas. Judas. What do you think the disciples would say? What do you think people 1,000 years ago would say if they saw what was going on in this world? And you tell me this isn't the end? People chanting and cheering for Judas? Where Judas is the hero? We live in an inverted world. We know these things, right? Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. People look at this stuff and they go, well, it's not literal. They're chanting it, they're singing because it's his theme. At what point does anyone take anything serious anymore? There's nothing funny to me about praising Judas at all. Just like there's nothing funny about cracking innuendos about children. Nothing funny about that. You could see the fans holding up signs for Judas, singing the lyrics of this just... to say it's an abomination, it's heartbreaking is what it is. You're watching the falling away now, as we speak. This is the society we live in, chanting and cheering for Judas. Christians, followers of Christ, the enemy of mankind, for nothing. Why? Because we don't agree with certain preferences? No one's trying to harm you over it. Oh, yeah, you are, because you don't like what we do. Well, yeah, because it's disgusting. That's why. I mean, let's be real. It's filthy. It's disgusting. But nobody's condemning you for it. That's your sin to bear. Just by not liking it or agreeing with it, it's just so hateful and horrible. Yet these people want to put a poison in our bodies. These people want to take away our right to free speech. And then you have people chanting and singing these types of lyrics. What have I become now that I've betrayed everyone I ever loved? I pushed them all away, he says. And I have been a slave to the Judas in my mind. Is there something left for me to save? In the wreckage of my life, I'm becoming Judas in my mind. Then people go, well, it's just lyrics, Carl, it's just lyrics to a song. And I don't know this guy, Jericho, whatever his real name might be, I don't know. But I know by seeing signs and symbols what these people are associated with. I've heard him speak even with truth channels. And I wouldn't trust him as far as I could spit, but whether he's saved or not, or all those, I don't know what he claims or proclaims to be, but even if you write a song like this, and you're enticing people to chant and sing about becoming Judas in their mind, I mean, what does this say about the world? He says, embraced by the darkness, I'm losing the light, encircled by demons I fight. And again, everybody thinks demons, there's this fantasy land. Demons, fantasy land. No, it's not real. Demons, demonic possession, it's not real. God and the devil aren't real. Just everybody's talking about it, even the atheists. Remember the other guy? The guy who supposedly went to the WWE to have my channel shut down? Yeah, you didn't see that video? Alistair Black was his name. He's claiming he's atheist, and he's talking about how I saying these things about him. I'm pointing out your tattoos, buddy. You put them on your body, not me. Okay? So you put them on yourself and you walk around with them out in public, then somebody can point them out and talk about them. You're doing it. I'm not talking about what you're doing behind closed doors. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't want to know. God knows. You're wearing that stuff. And he's in this wrestling league too now. Guy got his pink slip from the WWF. Now he's in this wrestling league, and what's he doing there? Well, he's proclaiming that he's God.
Somehow we have flip-flopped the narrative in this society that he who speaks the truth is labeled the fool. Is so low. Now you've realized that you've been arguing with God.
Yeah, he's proclaiming that he's God. But he's an atheist, remember? He doesn't believe in God or the devil. But his character does, folks. It's his character call, right? Malachi Black. There is Satanism surrounding us like never before. Spiritual warfare has never, ever been like this in this world. It is insanity. And everything is a joke to everybody. There's like, call, come on, it's just a movie. Call, it's just a music video. Call, it's just a wrestler. Call, it's just a theme song. Right, it's just thousands of people chanting and praising Judas. Judas. Oh, there's no, I mean, you hear the name Judas, everybody thinks of the same thing. I've heard Sarah Silverman, praising Judas, Lady Gaga, praising Judas. Right, praising Judas and mocking Christ. And you tell me that we're not in the end? You tell me that we're not calling evil good and good evil? When Christians are being persecuted or Christians are being pointed out as villains because they won't put a magic potion in their body? Well, the majority of Christians won't. The lukewarm will. There's an arms race going on. The weapon is land. Fight us and you lose.
I'm gonna stop you.
This valley's mine. You think you're winning this game? You don't even know the rules. This is why I was up last night. Usually I'm up, I'm tired physically. Mentally, my mind just races all the time. And it's hard to put my mind to sleep. So sometimes I try to go to bed early and catch the wave of exhaustion. And if I miss it, sometimes my mind will race and I'll be up, I'll think about, now with the stuff going on over in Afghan, thinking about that, thinking about how it plays into what they're going to do, how it's playing into the Antichrist's arrival, thinking about obviously the graphene, thinking about the magic potion, thinking about the restrictions, thinking about will I be able to go see these people in my family or that, or do this or do that, what's to come. We're all feeling those types of pressures. I'm sure a lot of you are up at night. And when I saw this, my soul just, it quivered, hearing people chant that, seeing people holding up signs that say Judas. Never in my life would I have thought I'd see the day. Even before I was awake, just being Christian, being a follower of Christ, I never thought I'd see the day where Judas was praised. Shouldn't that be like hate speech? Like isn't that, because we have all these people who are like, oh, you can't say this, it's hurtful, it hurts her. Okay, so you're praising, we're Christians, we believe in Jesus Christ, and you're praising, we worship Jesus Christ. And we know that Jesus Christ died for our salvation. And you're praising the guy who turned him in and had him killed for the most part, right? Wouldn't that be hate speech for us? Isn't that hateful? No, nothing is, right? Because we're the big bad bully on the block that can't talk, can't do anything. But this just really pulled at my soul. It's still bothering me now as I record this. Obviously, as you can hear in my voice, because I'm not really joking around, because I don't find it funny. And watching people scream and sing it, it's all just a good time. It's not going to be a good time when the trumpets sound, and it's coming sooner than later. I think everyone could agree on that. It's sooner than later, that's for sure. And these people are going to, they're going to wish that they repented. Remember what the Bible says about Revelation. These people are going to be seeking death and not be able to find it. And that obviously ties in with the graphene and everything else, with transhumanism and bionic humans. These people are going to, if you don't see prophecy being fulfilled, then you're not seeing. There's still time for you to see it. But just imagine how people 1,000 years ago would have reacted to this. These people probably would be in prison, which, it's just, man, oh man. It's draining to see. It's sad to see. But that's the world we live in now, folks. So we have Judas's name being sung. We have homage being paid to Judas as Christians continue to endure. And of course, people go, what do you think? Christians are really persecuted? Yeah, I do. I mean, you don't hear about what happens to Christians around the world. You never hear about the Armenian genocides or any of those things, You only hear about one thing specifically. I wonder why. I wonder who was there to protect so that you can never question them. Anyway, folks, welcome to 2021, where thousands of people in unison chant and cheer for Judas. I want to remind everyone to check out the website at callforuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. Check it out if you haven't. And again, without reminding you of all the other things, I left the email below for the place that's supposed to be making the t-shirts that doesn't want to make the t-shirts now after already approving it, is pulling back because it's got community guidelines. I've seen people wear shirts that have genitalia on it. I've seen some pretty foul shirts, the F-word shirts talking about BJ, just disgusting stuff. Go walk around a mall or a boardwalk or something like that. You'll see the stuff people wear. They're allowed to. That's cool. If you went up to them and told them to take it off, they give you the finger and say that's violation of their rights of free speech. But in this case, folks, when it comes to your body, it's not your choice. And it comes to your opinion, even. You can't even have an opinion that differs, let alone, put it in your, not wanting to put it in your body. You thought that was bad enough. Now you can't even have an opinion that's different. They don't want you to decide what you can wear and what you can't. So that's pasted below, and I think you guys should give them a piece of your mind. Let them know how you feel. You thought Teespring was bad. I guess it's the same everywhere. All these places just want you to get that magic potion. I wonder why. They want that graph in your skin. It's all happening right now in 2021. Thank you guys for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.